Alright fellas, we're back for another one. You can see I got the door open so it's a little bit warmer. It's about 60 today. We can handle that, right? But before we get this video started, we got to throw some shout outs. Number one, Ricky Bork. You were the man. I tell you guys what, Rick might be a little bit rough around the edges, but he is one hell of a mechanic and an even better friend. Because of Ricky, my subscribers went from like 17 to like 72 in 3 days. That's pretty impressive. He's a hell of a guy. I also got a shout out to Gary Super. He's my number one fan. This guy brings me donuts. I mean, who doesn't have a good friend that brings them donuts? Right? And Kirky, he don't miss a beat. He watches every video and then calls me to give me feedback every time. Sometimes he even buys me beer. What? Anyway, there's a whole list of other guys too, and I know I'm going to miss some, and it's going to probably upset somebody, and it's going to hurt me to forget. I'm going to try my best. Kenny Kizzle, he's giving me some good shout outs too. If you ain't watched him, get over there right now and check out Kenny Kizzle's Rusty Nuts Ranch. Connor, this old farm, keep watching, buddy. You're a good dude. Hope I get to see you soon. Let's see. Jeff Weinstock, Mr. Pennsylvania Man. You're a good guy. Good friend. Let's see. Kyle Chris, working on the RD4. You guys got to get over there and check out that RD4. He's got me wanting one now. Oh, let's see who else. Tom Anderson. Tom A. Luke Strasser. He's throwing a lot of good positive feedback out there for me. Lee Harris. Joe out in Washington. Alex, my brother with the 6'5". Alright, well, you can't see the 6'5", but there's the 5'7". And there's so many good guys out there. Ryan, Pete 359. We spend hours on the phone telling stories to each other. He is an awesome dude. Iron Man 3406. Nathan, he's a good guy. Check out his stuff. Man, there's so many good guys. I tell you what, I thought when I started up these YouTube videos I was going to get nothing but like hate mail basically. But it has been so supportive, and it's because of that support that I keep making these videos. You guys, every one of them, you're awesome. I appreciate you all. Keep watching, because you can see there's a lot of stuff to work on here. A lot of videos to be made. Well, I've rambled on for almost 4 minutes, so maybe we better get this video started. Yeah, it's been a little slow getting back to making videos. Been kind of having a hard time getting into it lately. Too much other stuff going on. But let's see what we can do. So, we got some supplies in for the water pump. Got a couple pieces of 932 bearing bronze to make some new bushings for the water pump. Got a new seal for go right on this shaft, right in this area. Got some key stock to make some keys up. Got some roll pins from our favorite supplier at the Hazard Fraught. Got us some packing material. Keep that water pump from leaking. Now all I got to decide is which part to work on first. I'll bring it back. Alright, what I ended up doing was I started off by cleaning up these water pump parts and getting the first coat of primer on them. Nothing real exciting, but it's a step that's got to be done. All right, we're over here at the lathe. We got our stock in here. Do a little bit of a touch off. We need to take this down to about 875. When we get closer, we'll get a real exact measurement. Looks like we're right on 915. I think we better take some better measurements and before we take too much off. So I'm going to cut you right there for a second. All right, the bore that we need to go into is right around 876. So I want to have a little bit of a press fit. So I think we'll do 872. And we're just going to sneak up on that real slow like. Right at 885. So we're getting awful close. All right, now we're on 879. Hopefully you guys can see that. We're on 877. We don't want to take any more. That'll be a good press fit for us. Alrighty, on to the next thing. You know what? We forgot to face this thing off, make sure it's a good square edge. So we better do that real quick. All better. Before we move on, I wanted to show you. Yeah, you can't see it. It's too much glare. Anyway, we're dead nuts on 750. So I think our bore here in this bushing, we need to go about 2 over that. Because it may compress just a tiny bit. And then we need to have room for our grease in there also. A thousandth on each side ought to be pretty good for that grease. All right, we got our boring bar in. Let's see about how far we need to go deep. All right. I want to take a real light pass on this. Just enough to clean it up. So we can get a good measurement on it and know how much to take off so we don't overshoot it. If we overshoot it, we got to start over. That'll do it for a first pass for us. Looks like we're about 697. Y'all ever watch Blondie Hacks? You can pick up some pretty good little tricks on lathe work with her. She does some pretty cool projects building some models of steam engines. If you haven't watched, you better go check that out. All right, we're going to take about 20 thousandths and then check it again. Like I said, I want to sneak up on this because I don't want to blow the dimension and then have to start over. All right, looks like we're at 712. Not sure how well you guys can see this. Yeah, maybe you can't. Looks like we're right at 730. Let's go another 10. Looks like we're right on 742. So we're getting awful close. Try going 6. $748. Exactly what we wanted. All right, let me show you down here what I'm doing. So we look at our little hash marks down here. I think we'll see if we can take 4 thousandths. So to do that, we move this by 2 hash marks. There we go. Put you guys back up here. Can you see all right? Let's do it. Looks like we got it. 752. Right where we want to be. I'll tell you guys what. You want to learn from a real pro? Y'all need to go check Joe Piezinski down in Texas. That guy is a master of machining. And it doesn't matter if it's manual or CNC. He is an expert at both. Joe Piezinski. Go check him out. All right, we're on to the next step. All right, I threw a chamfering tool in here to come in and break the edge, and it's got a little bit of a burr. I want to take that off of there real quick. It's all it needed. All right, let's see if we can get this parted off. I got the tool in here. Let's do it. All right, I stopped for a second because I want to come in here with a file and break this edge before I completely part it off. There we are. Now we got to take this leftover burr off. One bushing for us. All right, just to make sure you guys don't call me out on it. Perfect. There we go. Some of you remember from the last video where I was working on some nuts for a wrist pin. So here's the new wrist pin roughed out. Hey, you guys want to see a threading pass real quick? Here goes. Take a look at that, huh? Yep, just to show you this worked. There you go. Alright, for anybody who's wondering how it turned out, there it is. One steam locomotive wrist pin. Alright, before we move on, I want to hit another coat of primer on these parts. Hopefully this can doesn't run out. It's pretty close to empty. Yep. Back on trying to get some color on these water pump parts here. I think I used Ferguson Gray for magic on this. It's supposed to be Battleship Gray. This is about as close as I was going to get. I guess when Cletrac got these motors in from Hercules, they must have been gray and they just put them right in. The motors were gray and the machines were Cletrac yellow, or Cletrac orange, which looked yellow. Somebody correct me on that in the comments. Is there any Cletrac experts watching my videos? Because I need edumacated. Do I need 2 coats of paint or 3? I guess if it looks good, it's good enough, right? Hard to watch painting and watch the camera at the same time. I'm getting up inside all them cracks and things. But anyway. Well, don't look too bad, I guess. Where I brazed on it. I guess that's as good as it's going to get. Alrighty, we're back at it again. Well, this guy got brutalized trying to get it out of there, so we're going to make another one. Same as before, 932 bronze. We'll start by facing this off. Alright, that got us a nice square edge. So this OD is actually really close to what we need already. So we need to be pretty light passes here to get our right dimension. I'm aiming for 1.627 on this. So we didn't even clean up all the way around. Looks like we're at 1.662. So gives us just a little bit to work with. Well, we pretty much cleaned it up all the way around now. Right around 1.647, 1.648. Take another 10 off and check it again. Something worth noticing, you can tell I don't have very much in here chucked up, so we got to be really gentle on these cuts. Take it real easy. We're at about 1.637 right now, so we got about 10 to go. Let's try cutting that in half. About 1.633. Pretty much what we thought it was going to be at. See how we did. Seems like I got a little bit of taper in that for some reason. We're 1.627 to 1.628. Start taking a scratch pass and taking just a little bit more off of there. I think we're there. 1.627. I don't want to take any more off than that. I'll get the next setup ready and we'll be good to go. All right, on this bore, we're aiming for 1.500 as the shaft. I just mic'd it and it's at 1.498. I want to have about 2 thousandths clearance on it for oil. We're at about 1.3 the way it sits now. So let's just start whittling away on it. All right, we need to adjust our setup. I got a lot of chatter in that. So it's good that we stopped early and found this problem. All right, I kind of tweaked the tool post. Looked like maybe it moved a little bit. And hopefully it'll give us a little more clearance angle on that. Try this. Well, that pass sounded a lot better. I think I'm out of time for tonight to be working on this project, and this video is going way too long, and I've made y'all wait way too long for it. So I think we're going to pull off right now. So I wasn't going to be able to finish up the water pump in this video anyway, because I managed to forget about this. I need to replace that because obviously it's broken. And I need to determine what material this is. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if this is phenolic or some sort of a fiberglass. I'm not sure. A woven fiber. Whatever it is, I need to determine what that is and get some ordered. If anybody's got any ideas, throw it down there in the comments for me. Alright, fellas, we're back in the house. And before we shut this one down, I got to throw out a couple more big old thank yous. And I realized in the beginning I threw out a bunch of shout outs. In that, I forgot about my good buddies Bryce Wyborg and Evan Kibbe. Appreciate you guys. Keep on watching. Before we close this out, huge shout out to Rick Bork and Jeff Weinstock. Those guys got together and sent me a couple t-shirts. I can't thank y'all enough. It's the whole experience has been amazing to me. The YouTube community is just been great. Alright guys, until the next video, get out in the shop, work on what you got. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.